Hi all, this is Dr. J coming to you live, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather sucked. It was icky, cold, damp, raining. The market likewise didn't have one of its stellar days. So whether you were in Long Island, hanging out with Dr. J, walking in the rain, tiptoeing through the puddles, or on a corner of Wall and Broad, it didn't make a hell of a lot of difference. Not weather-wise, not performance-wise, not how I felt, not how the Dow felt. Dow being down about 200 points. Well, is it the crash? Well, I know we're going to have a crash. That's for sure. The stock market will crash, but not yet. In fact, I'm wildly short-term bullish. So I don't think the elections had an impact one way or the other, as I said the other day. I think we're heading up to pretty high numbers on the Dow, maybe 3,000. So if we crash after it goes to 3,000, even if we shed 1/3 the value of the Dow, that would be, 30,000, I'm sorry. That would be 20,000. So if we come back down 10,000 points and it happens in a blink, a flash crash or a crash over a short period of time, we're not going to feel good about it. But if you stop and realize that right now we're at 26,000, we were at 25,000. So from 25,000 to 20,000 is just 20%, barely in bear market territory, a tolerable decline. So it's going to feel like a crash because it will be a crash, but it will be from much higher levels. That's how I feel about the market right now. I think the Dow offers proof that we've had a short-term change in trend to the upside with taking out an important old high. So we've had two higher highs. We're going to turn in a higher low on the Dow. Similar for the S&P. Not so for the NASDAQ, but I'm sure that's okay. So 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Conditions have never really been better. The economy is humming along. We're at full employment. Any effects due to a trade war won't be felt for another year at least, and maybe that will help contribute ultimately to the crash, or not. In any event, we're talking crash as if it's near term. Not at all. I'm not sure when it'll happen, but probably not for at least 3 to 6 months. And I'll let you know when I get that queasy feeling in my tummy tum that we're about to descend quickly. I'm very sensitive to steep declines in airplanes, elevators, and the stock market. So all three, I feel it very quickly. So I will let you know when I get that queasy feeling that we're about to sink. Not yet, though. So for now, wait till we put in a bottom, a near-term bottom, which should happen, well, maybe on Monday, that we actually put in a bottom, or Tuesday. We get a clear-cut bottom, which will signal that we should go in all the way. So I've been nipping at things, nipping at some Apple, nipping at some Amazon. If Amazon and Apple were to dip a little more, I'd probably nip a little more. In any event, I also nipped at some Kronos. When was it? Bought some yesterday at 888. Kronos, in my mind, is the king of the pot stocks. we had a tremendous pullback, as you know, in pot stocks. Kronos lost more than half its value from top from the high to the recent low at $6. It's come back. I bought some at 888. It was at 988 on Wednesday at some point. So I picked up some at 888. I think it closed today a little lower than that. I will probably add on weakness to my positions, my recent positions. I still have some Amarin. Thank you, viewers, for tipping me onto that one. See, I take tips from you guys. That's the way it should be. I also bought some I don't know, Paratech. Very little of it, and probably will add on any further weakness. And I also bought some I can't even remember the symbol. In any event, if you follow me, you'll know what it was because I told you. Again, it was one of my comments to my vlog that tipped me to that particular one. That's up nicely since I bought it. Thank you, Nicole. I can't remember the symbol or the name. Blanking. It's the small biotech. It makes a generic EpiPen, amongst other things. In any event, I think it's time for my normal disclosure. Please do your own due diligence. My opinions are my own, do not constitute investment advice. Follow Dr. J if you wish, but at your own risk, and seek an investment advisor whenever in doubt of anything. What I state is fact may be fact. It's never unintentional that it isn't. It's never intentionally not fact. I don't speak mistruths, but I do make mistakes, so fact check me. Please subscribe when you get a chance. That's very important. There's a little subscribe button somewhere down below. And also share the link. Dr. J would be most appreciative of that. So I'm going to share screen and show you the Dow, show you Amazon and Apple and where I think they're headed short term, how they did for the week. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're sharing screen right now. Let's start with the Dow. Okay, you see we very clearly took out the high on 10-1. We made a new high right here. I'm going to do a little doodle, Yankee Doodle Dandy on that. I'm going to draw a little top above the high. Let's see, doodle. Okay. So let's draw a little top, a little hat here. Okay, so this is a higher high, and the next low we get will be a higher low, higher than this low. So at that point in time, when we turn in the next low that we turn in, I think is an ideal time to add to any positions, whether you're playing the options or the averages, the diamonds, the spiders, the Qs, whatever you're playing. You'll see a similar picture for the spiders, SPY, but you'll see a slightly different picture for the NASDAQ that did not yet make a new high. Doesn't worry me. 2 out of 3 isn't bad, like I said. So let's take a look at. Oh, so where do I think this is going short term? Yeah, somebody asked me that as a question. So I guess I should answer it. Short term, I think we either stop right here, the high of the day, filling that gap at about 25,650, or we stop, or maybe we already made a low. So one or the other. I think we're probably not going to go much lower. If I had to guess, I would guess right here, right at this high, 26,650, something like that, which is also the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low that we made on 10/29. A low that I called, by the way, because as you recall, I said the sell-off ends tomorrow being Tuesday, the 30th. If I do say so myself, that was a pretty good call. I got to drink a little water. Okay, drank my water. What are we going to look at next? Little Apple. Okay, you know what they say, an apple a day keeps that doctor away, and that's been the case for Apple, the shareholders. They've become so rich that they can't get sick. The germs can't enter the system because the system is so flush with green stuff. Okay, so where do I think Apple is going short term? I don't know. I mean, it could go where I thought it was going originally. That would be the 195 area, 196, something like that. If that happens, I'm buying more. I bought at 202 looking for a swing trade. Didn't get to my target, so I'd be adding on further weakness. Okay. In the intermediate term, I think Apple is a phenomenal buy. Okay. Amazon. Amazon I picked up at 1507, sold just a little bit at 16 and a quarter so I could buy Apple. Then I sold a little bit more at 1750. I still have about a little more than half my position. So where do I think Amazon is going? Well, it's going to go with the market at this point. So if the market has further downside, so does Amazon. Where's the likely place for it to stop? How about this high? 1697. So that's where I would call for. In other words, I think maybe it has a little more downside, not much. Okay, 1697 is just a blip for Amazon. Will I be buying more on dips? Probably not. I think unless it dips considerably, I'm not going to add to my position. Let's see, what else do we want to look at? Oh yeah, Kronos, the king of the pot stocks. Let's take a look at that. Okay, Kronos had that ominous looking pattern and did not complete it. In fact, bounced off the neckline to retest the neckline. I think we're about at bottom. I think we see it move back up from here. So regardless of what the market may or may not do, I think Kronos is done going down. If it does go down, I think it'll find support right around here at 790, something like that. So can it go down? Yes. Do I think it'll go down? No. In fact, I planned on adding some today, just didn't get around to it. So I'll probably add some on Monday. Oncosec Medical was a disappointment based on nonsense. In other words, there was really no reason for it to go down 50%. The data readout was quite good. In fact, I think excellent. Others would agree with me that the data readout was quite good and shows tremendous promise for Tavo in combination with Keytruda for metastatic for metastatic melanoma, and probably will show efficacy for triple negative breast cancer. I'm very high on the drug, well high on the drug than I am on the stock. The stock needs to consolidate, and before moving forward, I said the other day, when it hit $1, it won't hit $1 again for a while. And that's because it needs to consolidate. The company is selling at the market to raise money. It's a lot of tailwinds for OncoSec Medical. Do I like OncoSec Medical? Again, I love the prospects for the company. Short term, it's a little bit rocky. So would I be a buyer? Maybe. If I didn't have a position at all, I'd be averaging in. I do have a position. I might be adding. So the answer is probably. I probably will be a buyer, although haven't made up my mind. So that's the story of the markets. Are we going to be crashing? Yes. Are we going to be crashing tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Are we going to be zooming with a sis boom ba stock market right through January? Give me a sis, give me a boom, give me a ba, whatever the cheerleaders say. Yes. We're going to have a Macy's fireworks display. Everything's going up. Penny stocks are going up. Amazon's going up. Kronos is going up. It's not that we're going to pot, we're going to the pot stocks. Adios, amigos. Shalom. Remember to like us. Remember to comment. Remember to share the link. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Adios, amigos. Ciao.